Because on Saturday, we have the finals of the most popular esports circuit in the world, League of Legends World Championships. And as we mentioned in the refresh, your two finalists are SK Telecom T1 and KOO Tigers.
Now, the history, Kevin, between these two teams couldn't be more one-sided. SKT has defeated KOO Tigers in all 5 best of series that these two teams have competed in. In fact, this is a rematch of this year's LCK Spring Split, which saw SKT convincingly won 3-0.
Yeah, convincingly, and that's what they've been doing at Worlds as well. They annihilated Origin 3-0 in the semifinals. They've posted a 12-0 record overall in the event, and if they can defeat KOO Tigers with a sweep again, they'll actually become the first team in league history to go undefeated at Worlds. Now, KOO, on the other hand, they've had a good tournament, but they have lost 3 games en route to the finals, so not as dominant as SK Telecom.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, the matchups are actually really interesting, right? They're both teams that want to play a controlled early and mid game, and they also want to prepare for that strong late game, right? That's something that they're really focused on. But SKT has been great this tournament at taking advantage of those, early situations that go in their favor and allowing that to snowball their carries into better positions. Meanwhile, if you wind that back, KOO has been playing a little bit more conservative, right? They've been looking at the early game and saying, you know what, we're going to prepare for those specific late game situations that's going to hopefully go in our favor.
Yeah, but of course, SKT has been taking advantages of those early game situations, so they may just put the nail in the coffin on KOO Tigers too early if that happens again. Now, we've seen that if Marin, Faker, or Bang get fed for SKT, they just snowball out of control.
Yeah.
And speaking of Marin, for example, let's take a look at this top lane against KOO Tigers Smed, because I think this is going to be the most interesting matchup. Now, both have basically been having the tournaments of their lives. They have a KDA of over 5 apiece, and Smeb has even shown that he's probably arguably the best Fiora player in the entire world at this point. And with as strong as Marin is on her as well, expect her to be a super high priority pick and ban.
If either one of those players gains a decisive advantage, you can pretty much expect them to carry the game for their team. But here's the thing, we cannot talk about SKT without talking about the one, the only, the legendary Faker.
Of course.
This guy has had an amazing tournament. I mean, absolutely astonishing. He and Easy Hoon have had great success switching out in the mid lane. The craziest part about Faker is that he's only played 4 champions throughout this entire competition, which means that we could actually see some surprises, which I'm sure the fans would really dig.
Yeah, like his Troll Olaf pick in the game that they just knew they were going to win, so he picked whatever he wanted. So of those 4 champions, one was a fake one to begin with. So Easy Hoon, his cohort in mid, has also had an amazing Worlds. He's racked up an 11.3 KDA over the course of the tournament, and their lane opponent from KOO, Kuro, has been having a good tournament too. He has a 76.8% kill participation rate, and that's the highest of any player who's still left in the event. At bot lane, though, things are a little bit more imbalanced.
Yeah, SKT is sporting by far the best bot lane at Worlds in Bang and Wolf.
Yeah.
Bang has a 19.9 KDA at Worlds. 19.9, Kevin. But wait a minute, it gets better. He has 65 kills, 74 assists, and I'm going to drop the mic and walk out of this room right now. 7 deaths. Wait, I'm not going to walk out because that'd be really weird for production. But that is insane. He's quietly becoming the MVP for his team. KOO's Prey and Gorilla are no slouches. Don't get me wrong. They are great players. But at the end of the day, when you're a betting man, you got to look at SKT and just be like, this team's just too good.
Especially in that bot lane. It's just such a clear advantage for them. I mean, when you think SKT, you immediately have to think Faker, like you said before.
Agreed.
But in this tournament, he's been playing well, yeah, but he really hasn't had to. The rest of his team has really stepped up. Bang and Marin have been the real standouts for SKT so far, and really everyone has been stepping up and contributing, and this whole team overall, all 5 players, just looks unstoppable.
Yeah, it's pretty scary as a matter of fact. Now, the thing is, most experts that we've talked to said that this could be a very one-sided affair. The one and only Doa said it's hard to still not predict an SKT 3-0 again with the way this undefeated team is looking coming into the grand finals.
Yeah, we asked a variety of players and casters about what they thought would happen as well, and basically everyone came back and said that SKT was going to win. Now, however, most people did say, though, that it looks like KOO Tigers is playing better. They've filled some of the inconsistencies that they had before. They look like a lot better team, and maybe one that can give SKT a run for their money.